and welcome into Pencak Sports Network. Tonight is a WPIAL non-section matchup between the Shady Side Bulldogs and the Kiski Area Cavaliers. Tonight, the Cavaliers enter at 1-2, 0-0 in section play, and Shady Side 1-1, also 0-0 in section play. My name is Nathan Pencak, alongside me, Kellen Fritsch. Should be a good one. It's our home opener for the Cavaliers.
Let's get it started.
Yeah.
We've been waiting. We got a postponement. We're here now. It's go time. Let's go.
And both teams are coming off a loss. Kiski Area to Franklin Regional, 54-64, and Eden Christian, 38-62. So both teams are looking for a bounce-back game here. Cavaliers are coming off of 2 losses. Lost both games at the Upper St. Clair tip-off tournament. Only 1 game, my bad. Yeah, sorry, they're 2 losses in a row. Only 1 at that tournament, and the other one to Franklin on Tuesday. We are ready for national anthem and starting lineups. We'll be back after all of the opening remarks from Kiski Area's PA announcer, Mark Flem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kiski Area High School contest between the Shady Side Academy Bulldogs and your Kiski Area Cavaliers. Before we introduce tonight's starting lineups, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now, the starting lineup for Kiski Shady Side Academy. Number 1, PJ Valerie. Number 5, Cam Valerie. Number 3, Paul Bennett. Number 4, birthday boy, Lucas Price Wheeler. And number 0, Alex Pencak. Big side post, Kim Duda. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Warrior Cavaliers! 6'5" senior, Varsity, Toronto, Varsity, Forest. 6'2", number 1, PJ Lillenhauser. 6'2", sophomore, number 2, Landon Hartman. 6' senior, number 3, Omari Gonzalez. 6' senior, number 13,
And those are tonight's starting lineups. We're going to look at keys to the game tonight. Cone, you want to start off with the first one?
So let's start with Kiski first. For sure, you're going to be looking down at the paint tonight. Corrado Hutcherson Harris, the 6'4 senior, center power forward. He's definitely going to have a big task to do tonight, as he's going to be taking on Shady Side Academy's 6'5 center and Cam Mallory, also the quarterback for the Bulldogs when it comes to football season. But you're definitely going to have to look at the paint tonight when it comes to this matchup. Both two of the tallest kids on the floor. To continue, Omari Gonzalez and DJ Lindenfelser, the backcourt for Kiski Area. Two experienced guards, I would say, that can both run the 1 and the 2. I think that Kiski is very safe with those two in the backcourt.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. We'll do Shady Side's keys to the game. We'll go number 1, Cam Mallory.
Like we said, Cam, he's a big kid. He's definitely going to have a matchup tonight with Hutcherson Harris. As you can already see there, the height, they match up pretty well, but Mallory definitely has some LBs on him.
Yeah, and tonight we'd like to welcome you into PSN Primetime. The Cavaliers and the Bulldogs, and tip is underway. Shady Side controls it out of the tip. Shady Side in the navy blue and Kiski in the white. This is boys varsity basketball, and PSN is your home of Cavaliers basketball.
As Mallory will go for the 3, missed and rebounded by Lindenfelser. As the Cavs now are going to go on the run, as they're going to give it to Gonzalez, who will swing it to Shirley. As now Gonzalez, the point guard for this team for the past 2-3 years. We're getting ready to start off his senior campaign at home tonight, as he looks to set up the offense. We'll give it to Lindenfelser, over to Artman, to Shirley, as he's now looking to Rado, as he's going to go up with the ball, and no good. Some contact there by Cam Mallory. That's now Shady Side will get the possession. So now they're going to give it over to Pencak. Over to BJ Mallory. Over to Wheeler. To Bennick. Back to Cam Mallory. You don't really see a big guy up there at the top of the key holding that ball a lot.
I know. I wish we had weights, but we do not. He's a big kid.
They have him listed at 235 for football here, so it's a very big kid holding the ball. As there's a timeout called by the Bulldogs.
And immediately, with 6:32 remaining in this first quarter, your score is Kiski Area 0, Shady Side 0, so scoreless still.
Still scoreless. Teams are just running through their offenses. No shot clock. They are still allowed to do that, but that will change soon.
And we'd like to remind you that Shady Side is a 3A school, while Kiski Area is a 5A, so a 2-class difference tonight.
Which you can definitely see, which is a huge difference. If you even look at the roster size for these teams, Shady Side they didn't bring a lot. They have about 4 kids on their bench, 9 total. Kiski Area fills out their entire bench. So definitely you're going to see some depth problems possibly as the game progresses.
Yeah. And we are ready to resume action. Tossed it in for Shady Side's number 3. That's Benko.
So Mallory went up with it, missed it. He's fighting.
And
uses the contact to his advantage and puts it up and in for the early lead for Shady Side.
2-0 now. Shady Side leads it, gets the first points of tonight's contest.
Gonzalez looked to pass it, but Bennick, the steal, cut that off perfectly. So we'll give it to Mallory over to Wheeler. Is now just looking to run the offense. Passing it back and forth. Bennick for 3, as that's going to hit off the front rim. As Lindenfelser sees Gonzalez. Gonzalez for 3. Almost banked it in. Landon Artman with the contact. No use. He's still fighting for the ball. Not before big Cam Mallory hits the floor, though, as they're still fighting for the ball. Lindenfelser off the knee, but no use. Pencak will retain possession for Shady Side. Very interesting pass there from Bennick.
Yeah.
Jason Williams-esque. But to Cam Mallory, and did not end up shooting the ball, even though he was wide open.
And that foul go on Lyndon Fauser. Yeah.
It's going to be his first of the game. That he is definitely not one you want to see get in trouble. Is now Tegan Shirley approaching the scores table. But stolen by, I believe, Artman or Lyndon Felser. Is Gonzalez now with the ball. Is now Lyndon Felser getting hard pressed by Bennick.
And so that foul go on Bennick.
Bennick was getting chirpy there to Lyndon Felser.
That could end up not how Shady Side wants it. They're already probably the underdog in tonight's contest.
So it looks like we have a delay warning. Demchak looking like he's putting his arms over that invisible plane on the sideline.
All right, and we are ready to resume.
Big no-no is now Artman to Lyndon Felser, as I really do like that play drop there from Coach Corey Smith, as Gonzalez going to drive into the lane, and Shirley with the rebound will draw the contact and the foul. He will go to the line to shoot two.
That foul will go on number 13, that is Brown. And so that'll send Shirley to the line to shoot two.
As it looked like Julian Brown, the one who committed the foul, came into the game for Cam Mallory.
And that first one does not fall. Second one doesn't either.
Yeah, so Shirley goes over on his free throws, as here's the press. Gonzalez gonna get a little piece of that one, knock it out of bounds. But here comes Mallory right back into the game for Brown. So maybe Brown was in there for just a situational rebound. So Brown does look to be a very tall kid. So now Shady Side looking to set up their offense. Bennick at the top of the key again for three, as he will miss it off the front rim, but rebounded by Wheeler and puts it in. As Shady Side putting it to Kiski here early.
And with 4:30 remaining in the first period. Kiski
now Lyndon
down.
Felser, a little pull-up jumper from the paint, will put it in.
And that cuts Shady Side's lead in half.
Big Cam Mallory looking to drive in, and there was some contact, and the block will be established there by Tegan Shirley. That's going to send Cam Mallory to the line for two.
And Mallory now. And that goes off the front of the iron. It is short.
So now here comes some substitutions in for Kiski. That's going to be number 12, Darius Belva Jr., and number 4, Andrew Finney, returning for his senior year of basketball after not playing last year due to a meniscus injury. As they're going to come in for Avon Shirley, and as Cam Mallory puts it up and in, as his size and stature is giving Kiski some problems here in the early stages of this one. Gonzalez over to Tegan Shirley, Finney to Bell. Bell to Lyndon Felser. Lyndon Felser's going to drive in, little pull-up J, and he'll hit it, and he'll stare right at that Shady Side coach.
And Lyndon Felser now 2 for 2 on the night. The Cavaliers shoot 38% overall.
Lyndon Felser, all 4 of the Cavalier points. And That will be Kiski ball after the risky pass there from BJ Mallory to Paul Bennick.
And so Shady Side so far giving a run for the money for Kiski.
That's Lindenfelser, a wide open lane to the hoop, and he'll lay it up and in. Great screen there by Tegan Shirley. Lindenfelser, all 6 of the Cavaliers' points now. It's now Mallory kind of trapped in that corner there, and they're going to call a travel on Mallory. As momentum has shifted into the Cavaliers' hands very quickly.
And so now tied up at 6, that is Gonzalez. They're talking over to Lindenfelser. Might see a little coordination between those two on this next play.
Bennick went for the ball there. Finney, a great baseline pass to Lindenfelser for 3. No good.
And we have a push now.
And now we have a push call on Tegan Shirley. As the way Shirley's walking back, he does not agree with that call.
And that is 2 now for Tegan.
He's a depth guy for the Cavaliers. That is not good if you are Corey Smith.
And so he, as expected, will come out of the game for the Cavaliers. Shady Side will get possession of the ball here. Even will return
for Lindenfelser.
For Lindenfelser.
Sophomore Davion McNeil also checks in the game. He came in for Tegan Shirley. First time he's seeing varsity floor here at Kiski.
And on the Kiski floor, literally.
McNeil, he's an interesting player, a lot of potential. You can see he's long, he's lanky. As Mallory now down the floor, Shady Side's really playing run and gun here. That's going to be Wheeler for 3, and it's going to hit off the block. Rebounded by Gonzalez. As he's driving in with the contact and with the finger roll, will put it in.
And Cavaliers take the lead by 2. 8-6, 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
As they give it up to Cam Mallory, over to his brother BJ Mallory, and Shirley really went in there hard. As that will send BJ Mallory to the line for 2.
And that is the first foul shot made tonight by either team. And a shot here tied up at 8, or a made shot here tied up at 8.
That's going to back rim. They're fighting for the ball, but Mallory going to chase his own ball, and then to his brother, Cam Mallory, who again is going to put it up and in, as he has 6 of Shady Side's 9. Now Davion McNeil holding the ball there. Some bag work from McNeil. He's going to put it up and in. Big bucket from McNeil. So now Mallory will give it up to Johnson. Cam Mallory being guarded there by Andrew Finney. So now Mallory goes in there, and McNeil with some contact on the ball. Then some skirmishing going on for the ball. Finney gets knocked down.
Very passionate Shady Side fan right there. Putting it out there.
Oh, now the offense being ran. Bell, the screen, McNeil, a little pull-up J, and that's going to hit off the top of the backboard. So automatic dead ball. as it's going to be inbounded by Wheeler.
Just under 60 seconds to play in the first.
Over in the corner to Brown as Pencak now has it. Shirley playing that defensive role there greatly, as he's going to have to put a very fast pass on to Johnson. As Shady Side's, I would think they're looking for the last shot here, Nate.
That's what I'm feeling.
And a timeout.
And with that timeout, we'd like to thank tonight's scoreboard sponsor, which would be the Selfie Spot AK Valley. Check out their website at www.theselfiespot.com. Tonight, the video is brought to you by the We Serve First Foundation. Check them out at www.jamthegin.com. And our microphones, a special shout out to Tim Toy for providing them for all season long. So that is our current sponsorships, I should say. And PSN is the home of Cavaliers basketball, so look no further than PSN for Cavaliers basketball. And then boys, and it is including boys and girls varsity. And then throw it in there, just the cherry on top, boys varsity wrestling.
Which last night was quite fun, I'd say.
Yeah.
Watching the boys get out there on the mat.
Definitely was not a waste of your time if you came out, because you know, they were really pushing people to come out and support the team, and I think it went great. So I definitely recommend coming to the next one in person.
As Lindenfelser will tip it, and there's 5 seconds left. Shirley loses the ball, and it goes out of bounds, and that will leave 2 seconds left for a last-second shot here to end out the first quarter. Shirley looking at inbound. He's going to give it to McNeil. McNeil, the shot.
No good.
Rim out there. So at the end of one, Kiski Area 10, Shady Side 9.
All right, and we are back after the first quarter. Your score, Cavaliers 10 and Shady Side 9.
A little too close for comfort here early, Nate, as the Cavaliers looked a little shell-shocked out there.
And Artman at the top of the key. Oh,
As Bennick will get a hand on it, but it will be Lindenfelser's ball under the basket, and he'll lay it in as Bennick got hit pretty hard there, I would say, by his own teammate as he went for the play on the ball and tipped it. But he's up now and he looks fine. As I believe that was big Cam Mallory putting the shoulder into him, and I think anyone of Mallory's size, if you get hit in the chest like that, I think you'd be feeling it. Now they go for a jump ball with Mallory and Hutcherson Harris. which I guess Kiski's going to end up winning, is now they're going to let Hutcherson Harris go to work inside the paint, and he's going to power through and put it in.
And that is his first points of the night, and it'll extend Kiski's lead by 5, or 2-5. Pencak up at the top. Pencak left side over to Mallory.
Ooh, downloaded Johnson over to Mallory to Wheeler for 3, and he'll just bang it in. There was no one within even a 2 feet, not 2 feet, maybe a 2-foot radius of Wheeler there, as he was wide open on the shot. It's now Lindenfelser, nice little baseline pass to Finney. He's going to go in for the floater, and he's going to put it up and in. Look at Finney, that lockdown defense there on Mallory. As that's going to hit off the hand of Wheeler, and it's going to go out of bounds. So now checking in for the Cavaliers, it's going to be number 34, Angel Gonzalez, as Bennick going to return to the game after that little injury, as he'll take out Jacob Johnson.
And so Lindenfelser will bring it across half court.
Gonzalez for 3, as that's going to... As another loose ball foul called. This one looks to be on Hutcherson Harris. That was a hold. Here's something you don't see quite often. You got Cam Mallory looking like he's about to play point guard out here. And that's going to be stolen by Gonzalez, who is trailing the play. Nice bounce pass to Landon Artman. Oh. Nice dish off to Harris, and he'll put it in.
And that is 2 back-to-back for Hutcherson Harris. And with just under 6 minutes remaining.
Newfound life, I'd say, Nathan.
Yeah, and benches came alive too.
Shady Side having trouble, it looks like, running their offense on the floor.
Might see a timeout soon by Shady Side.
Yeah, they're maybe not used to playing in a gym this big.
That's very true. Their gym is very small.
As Bennick for 3 off the front rim, he looks for the foul. And I believe they just called Bennick for a flop.
You don't see that very often.
You do not see a flop warning often in high school basketball, even though it should probably be called more.
Yes, I would
especially
agree.
in boys' games. They definitely put their body out there a little bit too much, as Gonzalez penetrated the paint, dished it out to his brother Angel. No good on the 3s. Now Angel Gonzalez looking for the defense. They stopped Pencak, who's coming down the floor there fast.
Lindenfelser with that little takeover.
It's Lindenfelser, another just pull up Jay, but now Harris and Artman trip on each other as they were both going for the rebound. So now Bennick gonna carry the ball over to Wheeler. Bennick, and that Shady Side fans kind of saying it. I could agree with her. They're not attacking the paint. They're just kind of playing outside the arc here, and their shots aren't falling. Nice dish off to Mallory by Bennick there, as he'll get the credit assist. Now Gonzalez, a long 3. Missed and rebounded by Cam Mallory, who's really running on the floor. Nice spin by Mallory. But rebounded by Wheeler. Bennick for 3, and an air ball by Bennick. As that will be a turnover and a timeout for Shady Side.
And as requested,
we'd like to give a shout out to our student section. There's Franklin with a little dance for us. Always love the student section coming out supporting, you know, teammates maybe in other sports, along with just classmates in general. Creates a good vibe here at the school.
Not a very big student section tonight, but
Which
it is a
I'm-
decent one.
Which I'm surprised about. Basketball games here usually get a very big outcome of students. But I mean, tonight is just kind of a tune-up game for the Cavaliers, as you know, Shady Side of 3A school, not into the big-time schedule yet. You know, Indiana, Penn Hills, Shaler, not a section game yet. A section games get a little bit more heated, I'd say.
Yeah, and just putting it out there, we put a request in for a post-game interview if the Cavaliers come home with the win.
Yes,
when
with
the game-
Coach Smith. I
Yeah,
mean,
with Coach Smith. When the game ends, do not leave. We're hoping that request goes through to him, and he comes up here come post-game win from the Cavaliers, but we shall see. We are ready to resume action. 3:52 remaining in the first half. 18-14, the Cavaliers lead it, and Lindenfelser is set to bring it down the floor.
As Lindenfelser now carrying the ball. Gonzalez on the wall screen there is Gonzalez for three, and rebounded by Avon Shirley. Now Lindenfelser gonna dish it off to Gonzalez. Now Gonzalez, little pull-up jumper, and will put it in. Score now 20-14 with 3:13 left to play here in the half. As now Bennick called for the backcourt violation. Bennick, he does not agree with the call. He's arguing with his coach, but I hate to break it to him, his foot did cross the line.
We do have instant replay, so like we can prove to you that
His foot did cross it. Is now Jacob Johnson gonna come in for Bennick? Is Bennick still kind of arguing with the coach there? He really does not agree with that call. It's now down low to Bell. Is Darius Bell gonna fight through and get the bucket for the Cavaliers? It's now the Bulldogs back on the attack. That was Darius Bell with the bucket for the Cavaliers. They're just on the other end. That's now Mallory. It's now Wheeler got the ball. Put the shot. Misses. Is now the Cavaliers looking. Even
nice.
Shirley wide open down the floor. But no-look pass from Gonzalez. Oh, a little risky bounce pass there from Wheeler to Mallory, as Mallory will end to Pencak. So they're really running that double team good. Down low to big Cam Mallory as he's gonna put it up and in.
and
Darius
that
Bell, nothing much you can do there. Mallory just a bigger, stronger kid.
and that is very crucial because they're getting behind.
They
Shady
are
Side
getting
is falling
behind, and Mallory is their leading scorer tonight. He has 8. Half of the team's points, so Davion McNeil with some bag work. Then looks like that's gonna be Mallory and Lindenfelser getting caught up under the rim there as tempers were flaring there.
All right, we're doing our every game. Would you go and invite the Shady Side coach to dinner?
He looks like he's a great uncle. Looks
Still
like he
on the
has,
mac and cheese though.
oh boy.
That's what that uncle looks like. I mean, yeah, I'd invite him.
Johnson for 3, no good. Rebounded by Finney. As now both Mallarys are up there pressing. It's great pass from Shirley and the lay from Bell. Great court vision there by Shirley.
And we are under 1 minute to play. 10-point lead, 26-16.
Cavaliers starting to get it together here towards the end of the first half. You almost have to hope that carries over into the second half.
Yeah, you definitely want to see that.
It's now Pencak over to Wheeler for three, as that is going to miss. Rebounded by Finney to Gonzalez, and they're off and running.
35
nice little bounce
seconds.
pass to Shirley. So give it back to Finney. Shirley for the corner three.
Oh.
Missed, rebounded by Pencak, as he will lose the handle on the ball and it will fall out of bounds, as that will be Cavaliers' ball.
And 4 subs come into the game now for the Cavaliers.
So we have some younger guys getting in. That's sophomore Luca Malaspina entering the game. I think that might be his first ever varsity minutes.
I think that's accurate.
Outside of, the blowout in a meaningful game. Might be his first minutes as Tegan Shirley comes in along with junior Dalton Schneider.
Yeah, and Shady Side is not out of this game yet. They're still in it. They do have to start point.
Yeah,
scoring.
not at all. I mean, they're going to go into the locker room. Adjustments are going to have to be made, as Gonzalez is going to hold on to this ball. So he's going to give it to Malaspina. Malaspina, the floater, no good. It's now Cam Mallory fighting for the ball. Shirley to Gonzalez at the buzzer. Boom! And at halftime, 29-16, Kiski Area.
And what a way to end this first half. And did you know that you only get 8 minutes at halftime now? It used to be 10. They cut it down to 8.
That's new information, actually.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't know if I support that. I enjoyed the 10 minutes.
I enjoyed the little 10-minute break.
So, yeah. But that'll do it here for the first half. We'll be back for second half action here in 8 minutes. 2-1. All right, and welcome back after halftime. 29-16, Cavaliers lead it. And coming out of the half, Kiski will receive the ball. Kiski in white, Shady Side in blue. They did switch sides, so Kiski will be shooting now on the left side, and Shady Side will be shooting on the right. And so Lyndon Felser will start.
So as the action starts here, Nate, how do you feel about that first half action?
It was surprising.
Shady Side, I feel, came out with a full head of steam, I think. As Artman gonna get the layup, but Lyndon Felser tried to get in some nice hard defense to start out second half, as blocked by Artman, I believe, and then Mallory gonna draw the contact and the foul. He'll go shoot 2 at the line.
And the foul will be called on number 0 for the Cavaliers. That is Hutcherson Harris. And that will be his second foul of the night. Mallory makes the first one. Stands filled up quite a bit there.
I'd say so.
Not as much as wrestling. That was nice. And missed the second.
Mallory, nice move. Puts it up and in.
And so now 31-19. Gonzalez will bring it down the floor for the Cavaliers near the right side.
Mallory in double digits tonight, so.
Yeah. Kind of leading the team.
I would say overall, I mean, he looks to be their number 1 option.
Yeah. Shirley now left side. Across the logo to Gonzalez. Creeping towards the left corner. He takes a 3. No.
Miss, rebounded by Mallory, but stolen by Lyndon Felser. He's going to go up, and he will get the contact and the foul. So Lyndon Felser will go to the line to shoot.
A lot just happened there.
You know, on the inbound there, Lyndon Felser came out of nowhere, just stole it. Was able to put up the draw the contact and the foul, as he'll make the first, making this a 32-19 game.
And so now second one is up and nope, good.
No, it went in. So Lyndon Felser will get into double digits. Only double-digit score, I believe, tonight for the Cavaliers.
Pencak. Over
Risky
to
pass there from
Pencak.
Pencak.
Into Wheeler for 2 over the rim.
Shirley down to Gonzalez, as Gonzalez is going to receive some contact there. I think that was on Pencak.
Yeah, that'll go on Pencak, yeah. And that should be his second foul of the night. And so that is Lyndon Felser yet to cross the line. He's got to get over, and he is. Lyndon Felser dribbling around with it, stops it. Off to Shirley, back to Lyndon Felser. To Shirley across the baseline to Gonzalez. Oh, he thought about the 3 there, Gonzalez. Drives in, puts up a shot. No good.
And 1, Harris.
That is not what you want to see for Shady Side. That is a lot of momentum. Just
especially right now, as they came out second half, they kind of looked like they were going to possibly make a run. I know the scoreboard says otherwise, but they did look re-energized, like they wanted to stay in this game. As Harris will get the free throw
to Wheeler. Oh, he is surrounded. Pencak. Back to
Big Mallory. Putting some moves in. It's gonna hit the side of the backboard, it looks like. But then he'll fight through some contact, end up with the bucket. That's going to be 13 for Mallory tonight.
36-21, 5:32 remaining in the third quarter. Gonzalez to Demchek, and kind of a handoff there to, not to Demchek, geez, Hutcherson Harris.
Nice turnaround jumper for Lindenfelser, as that will increase his total to 12 on the night.
Off to Bennick, down the floor, and he's able to save it. Wide open Mallory in the corner, no good. Rebound
Followed
there
his
by
shot
Demchek.
though.
He did follow his shot. You know,
That's a dying thing in basketball, especially from a big man. I mean, he shot that ball, he went right in there for the board.
You don't see that often at all. And Shirley now corner into Hutcherson Harris for two. And a 30-second timeout called by Coach Smith. And we will step aside real fast. All right, and we are back out of the timeout. Shady Side will get the ball down by 19, 4:44. All fours on the scoreboard there. Time remaining.
Is Demchak going to lose handle the ball again tonight? That wasn't the first time that he lost a handle on the ball. Tonight is now Kiski possession. Lindenfelser going to inbound. They're going to get it out to McNeil, right back to Lindenfelser to Finney. They looked for the three. Finney drove in and blocked by Wheeler. But there is going to be a foul down on the floor there, as it looks like Finney is going to go shoot two at the line.
And so foul goes on Johnson for Shady Side. Finney, his first shot is no good. And second shot here, extend the lead to a perfect 20-point lead. And it is no good either. And that is Wheeler in trouble, gets it out to Mallory. We're running out of time to get it across, and they do there with Mallory, his brother. And kind of a half kind of steal there. Almost had it, but did not.
Yeah,
come through
McNeil
on
almost
it.
came away with it there as.
And a hold
on. That's going to be on Tegan Shirley. It's going to be Shirley's third foul of the night, as he is entering some foul trouble here. Not good. That is one of Corey's depth guys. Energy and rebounds, as he always states. He fills that description perfectly.
And another foul has been called.
So they're going to call Darius Bell now on a push, as I don't really even think he did much of anything there. On the backboard. Three for McNeil, no good.
So
now Wheeler dumps it to Mallory.
all right, I think technical difficulties have been handled there. Sorry about that. That is the Wi-Fi end of things. And so Mallory will take a seat on the bench. He needs a break.
Yeah, he does need a much-needed break there for Cam Mallory. He's been out there a lot tonight, for sure. So now that's going to be Cornell Titus with the ball. That's the first time we're saying that name tonight. Is now Finney on the loose ball, going to get it, and through the hands of Gonzalez, that being Angel, and Coach Smith not happy with that one.
And
so now Paul Bennett going to recheck into the game, taking out Jacob Johnson. Now Bennett going to lose the ball. Finney looking for the steal, and that's going to, Bennett will go backcourt again, and Shady Side coach is very upset about that one. And a technical foul is administered on Shady Side's coach, as Vadness.
Yeah, that again, as expected. And
I mean, I understand that one completely. I mean, he was up in the referee's face there. You never point fingers at a referee, especially, I feel like that's in any sport. Just a sign of respect, almost. As they're going to have Angel Gonzalez take the technical free throw, as he'll make that. And the second, front rims, and will go in. And Kiski will retain possession. As McNeil going to carry the ball up here for the Cavaliers. We'll give it to Finney. Over to Bell as he'll just glide it over there. As McNeil down low to Shirley. Shirley up and in.
again, 3 fouls for Shirley, but he is back in the game.
Back in the game now and with the point. And they're going to call a travel there on BJ Mallory, as he was initiating that contact there with Andrew Finney. And when he fell, they called the charge on him. Not the charge, travel.
44-21, 2:22 remaining.
Nice baseline pass from Finney and Gonzalez for 3.
And that might have just iced it. A foul. First one is no good. And there's still a quarter to go, so might be a slow fourth quarter.
Might be a slow fourth quarter, but we're definitely going to see some Kiski bench, I feel, get put in here and there. As Mallory will miss his second free throw, as he'll put that up off the backboard. No good. Then the ball will fall out of bounds. That will be now McNeil carrying the ball up for the Cavaliers. As that's going to get tipped by Bennick, and Bennick with the steal is now he's looking to dish it off to Wheeler. Mallory for 3, and that'll be an air ball.
And the student section is letting him know.
Definitely letting Mallory know.
I don't think it's phasing Mallory at all.
No.
13 points. He's leading the team.
He's smiling out there too. I mean, basketball to some of these guys, just an off-season sport. As Gonzalez for 3, is Bennett going to get called for the foul? And that's going to be Bennick's third foul, as he is quite frustrated as he walks back towards the Shady Side bench. Get back on defense. So that's going to be Darius Bell at the line.
First one is good.
We'll make it 48-21. Cavaliers just continuing to extend that lead.
I'd say
As
overall,
Bennick is going to come out of the game and the student section is letting him know. Definitely are heckling him down there.
and that second one is missed. Cavaliers definitely could use some work on their foul shots because they are the easiest shot to make in the game. And
They're having trouble. McNeil makes them both jump and puts it in. I am impressed with Davion McNeil's performance tonight.
and they officially break 50. And just under a minute to play here in this third quarter. Shady Side bench is alive for Kiski. And so Shady Side will take the timeout, and we'll be back after the break. All right, and we are back. 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Shady Side to pass it out.
50-21, Kiski starting to build a lead here. Almost up to 30 points now. As Mallory again going to go to work down low as he'll get another basket. Cam Mallory is the only signs of life tonight for the Shady Side team. 15 out of Shady Side's 23 points. That's now Davion McNeil for three. Boom! As Davion McNeil is having a night tonight. It says he only has 7, but I want to say that he has a lot more than just 7 points.
I think that is accurate.
Is that accurate?
So that's what I have over here.
As now they look down to Darius Bell as he puts it up.
No shot.
Use. No shot. It's called off. But the Cavaliers' lead has extended to 30 as we enter the fourth quarter. 53-23, Kiski leads.
All right. Timeout is done. Fourth quarter, end of quarter is done.
We'll start the fourth quarter here with Shady Side, starting with the ball. 53-23, Cavaliers lead. As you get to that 30-point lead, the Cavaliers are not letting the pressure up. As that's going to be Mallory for three. That will miss. Malaspina saving it for the Cavaliers. And Mallory going to go to work again. And they're going to call in over the top foul, I believe, on Hutcherson Harris with the push. He's in awe on that foul. So that's going to be 3 tonight for Hutcherson Harris.
And so number 4, that is Wheeler, will pass it in. Wheeler out to Mallory.
As they threw it up to Mallory there over the smaller Luca Malaspina.
Wheeler.
As Artman looked to send that one to the third row. Amari was looking for the long pass, but he'll take it up himself.
Gonzalez on the logo. Passing it off to,
No, not yet. He's looking to run the offense. He's going to take it in. Malaspina for three.
No.
And that will miss. Rebounded by Hutcherson Harris. He'll get some contact. No foul. It was all ball. That's
and
now Artman with the ball.
To Luca Malaspina. Gonzalez right side near the Whitfield 7 logo.
Gonzalez uses that screen from Hutcherson Harris to his advantage. To Artman for three.
No.
Missed, rebounded by BJ Mallory.
And now Bennick will bring it down the floor. Bennick playing on 3 fouls. Into Mallory on the foul line.
To Demchak. He's gonna throw that one over the back. He's gonna throw that one on the backboard.
They are really passing out the fouls tonight.
And they're being administered to both sides. I appreciate it that they're being administered to both at least.
Yes.
If you're gonna give out fouls like that, you might as well give it to both sides.
They're calling stuff both ways.
They're calling them both ways, and most of their I haven't seen really any controversial fouls tonight. As Lyndon Felser going back to the scorers table, I believe he is the leading scorer tonight for the Cavaliers. That's now Finney to Artman to Gonzalez as Gonzalez steps back 3. Bang!
And you never want to give up, but this game.
You never want to give up a 3 like that.
Yeah,
especially with the game getting like this out of hand. As Demchak's going to lose handle of the ball. Malaspina looking for the lay as he'll put it up, no good. Rebound Hutcherson Harris, and he will get fouled by Demchak as he's going to go to the line, shoot 2. Malaspina, the sophomore, he was really looking for that basket there, and I don't blame him. Always want your first varsity basket to be a memorable one. And first one off the front rim, no good, and a little bit of a group sub kind of here as Bennick, Mallory, and that is Titus coming into the game. I think we saw Cornell Titus a little bit earlier.
A little bit, yeah, because it was an unfamiliar name
when we first read the roster, we were very not surprised. You just don't see a lot of Cornells. As Harris is gonna get the second, making it 57-23.
4:29 remaining. The worst part is whenever you know a solid 7 of the players for the other team, and then they put in an entire new lineup. You have to learn all the names again.
You have to learn all the names.
It's a great time.
As that's going to be blocked by Artman, I believe, and Finney with the football pass up to Lindenfelser, down low to Malaspina, and it will stay Kiski ball. Bennett got a hold of it. So now that ball was kind of just up for grabs, it looks like, when it was inbounded, as Gonzalez stepped back for another three. That one just rims out that time.
And Shady Side going to try to cook something up here. Maybe break 30.
Hopefully. How many points has Shady Side scored in the second half?
That's a good question.
I really want to say it was just 2 points. 2 or 4 points, as Mallory puts that one up and in. As Mallory will get the foul call, as he'll go to the line to shoot another one.
All right, and now Mallory at the line.
Looking to make it a 3-point play here. As Cam Mallory has been the Shady Side offense tonight, he now has 18 out of Shady Side's 26, and Wheeler has 5 of Shady Side's 26. So together, they have 21 of Shady Side's 26 points, 22, 21.
Yeah.
Of Shady Side's 26, which is ridiculous, as Gonzalez, a little mid-range jumper. Miss, rebounded by Johnson.
And we're just going to throw it out there in the chat. Cam Mallory is a D1 Youngstown State commit. We'd also like to shout out that Pencak Sports Network is your home for Cavaliers basketball, boys and girls varsity. Look no further than Pencak Sports Network. 2:30 remaining. Is running clock activated?
Yeah, so we are officially in the Mercy
roll.
D1 Youngstown commit. I wonder if that is for football?
Football? Yeah.
I would figure maybe for football, but he is a quarterback for football. That would be a very big quarterback.
Yeah, it might be basketball. And he actually will come out of the game. 2 minutes remaining. And that is number 11, Johnson, on the little layup there. 2 points away from breaking 30. Cavaliers now probably trying to waste time.
As Smith has not emptied out his bench yet.
Take that back.
As McNeil takes it himself and will put it in. 9 tonight for McNeil.
Yeah, I'd agree with 9.
Shady Side now just kind of holding the ball, it looks like, not wanting to run much, as Johnson's going to drive in. Floater no good, rebounded by Johnson himself. Down low, stolen by McNeil, as he'll give it off to Lindenfelser, as he'll lay it up and in. As that will give Lindenfelser 14 on the night, and stolen by Shirley. Right to Lindenfelser again, he's going to go in. Up and under, as he'll get to 16 now, and with time expiring here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we're just under 1 minute to play, 63-28. Shady Side probably just trying to hold it here. Oh, wide open.
For 3, that's going to be Titus, no good. And Coach Smith, even up big like this, still getting excited, as now here come the Cavaliers, as they're going to come in, enter the game with time expiring. That's going to be Titan Logero, Brady J, Dalton Schneider, and Luca Malaspina.
Again,
they're looking to run something, as they're going to let Brady J.
I don't think he realizes there's 4 seconds left, unless he's just trying to hold.
Unless he wants them to hold the ball, as that will end it here. Final score. Would you like to announce that one, Nate?
Yeah, final score, Kiski Area 63, Shady Side 28.
A blowout tonight, to say the least.
Yes. And We got to get some questions cooking up.
For Coach Smith, yeah, he hopefully will be up here soon.
And who do you give PSN Player of the Game?
I'm going to have to give it to London Felser tonight. He had 16 points, was an offensive key for Kiski, especially in the slow moments of the first half even.
Yeah.
He was an offensive light for the Cavaliers. And only a junior too, so he has one more year. But I think we're going to have to give it to DJ London Felser tonight.
Yeah, I'd agree with that for sure. He was almost perfect. He missed 1 3, and other than that, nothing else. So we will sit and wait for Coach Smith, and he's coming up. So we're going to take a quick break and get some questions prepared. All right, I'm now here with head coach of the Cavaliers, Corey Smith. The first half was a little slow. What changes did you make at halftime to have such a dominant second half?
I'll tell you what, I was kind of a little mad at that first half of the way we started, right? We in order for us to go for that section championship right again and to really play, I don't like when we play maybe, I don't want to talk, but we're a little down the competition a little bit, right? Yeah. So I just thought that we should have just like pick up our pace a little bit, stay within Kiski basketball, right, and just play how we play. Don't let the other team dictate how we play. We dictate how they play.
Yeah.
So DJ London Felser, 16 points tonight. His jump from sophomore to junior year, how do you feel about that for building for the future?
I'll tell you what, DJ has really he worked his butt off in the summertime, and he's been putting in the work. His attitude is much better. He's a great teammate, and he's leading us as a junior. Like you said, big steps from a year that he took us over the hill, and the sky's the limit for that kid.
And finally, big win to start the home stretch. You have Indiana here on Tuesday. How is this win tonight going to help, develop the team for Indiana on Tuesday?
I told the guys that this was the last go around right before we start section play. So it's a serious game coming up on Tuesday. We're going to be ready. We're going to be prepared. That's a good team up there. We got a Division I prospect coming in there on Tuesday, Mr. Webb. But we have a lot of kids too that can play, and I'm so excited. And I can't wait till section play.
Thank you, Coach. Great performance tonight. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right, that was head coach Corey Smith. Good interview.
Yeah, he had some great words, as like he said, Tuesday. Stanford Webb, 6'8" Division I prospect, getting looks from Louisville currently. So that's definitely going to be a big one for the Cavaliers as they travel down here to start off section play. So I think definitely this was, like he said last go around, against a team like Shady Side Academy. Big win for them. Just a little tune-up, I think, to really, before they get into the big stretch of things on Tuesday.
Yeah, and that'll wrap us up here. Your final score, Kiski Area 63 and Shady Side 28. We thank you for tuning in. My name is Nathan Pencak.
I'm Cone Fritch.
And we will see you next Tuesday.